welcome back for another video. I'm Abad, a free-to-play, endgame player in Raid Shadow Legends. Every time there is a summoning event, I'm asked whether I'm pulling shards or not, to the point that some within my cluster have decided to only pull when I pull, in a bid to save resources and resist temptation. Whilst this video is primarily aimed at endgame players, in general those that are farming Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss daily and have finished Faction Wars, the sentiment applies to everyone. My specific considerations during this 2x Void weekend are, if I pull during this 2x, will I have enough shards to secure a guaranteed Void should Plarium put one, in the immediate future? Do I have enough Sacreds to finish the Summon Rush during the upcoming fusion? Do I have enough shards for the next 2x Void event if the next fusion falls on that? The one after the fusion that we know is dropping in a day or two? Or do I have enough fragment champions to pull during that 2x Void event, as history would suggest that would be a champion chase? And do I have enough surplus voids to reach the first legendary tome at 3,000 points, approximately 30 to 40 voids? For me, the answer to all of these is yes. I have 197 voids, so even if I use, say, 40 voids reaching the first legendary tome, I'll still have 157, which is easily enough to do a guaranteed legendary, which the two so far have cost 80 and 90, and still be able to do the next 2x Void event as well. So I'm in a position where I feel comfortable to pull. But I'm only going to pull enough for the first tome. In this instance, I believe by pulling just for the first legendary book, I am burning less voids during each 2x Void event than I accrue in the 6 weeks in between. Therefore, I know that this is sustainable whilst I wait to complete my first guaranteed Void legendary. I did not have enough shards for Riho, and I skipped Turvold since I already had a copy. Afterwards, to add some further interest, I will also pull my soulstones as well, so this is a bit of a 2-for-1 special. So let's get into it. First, 10 pull on the voids. We have rare, all rares. There are actually a couple of rares I'd quite like to get. I don't seem to have copies anymore of Dilgal or Kurzad, so I would quite like to pick up those. Otherwise, on the epics, Sylar is really the only one I don't have. And beyond that, we're really just looking for legendary. So, first 10 pull, not great. 8 rares, 2 epics. Let's see what we get in the next 10. We do get a Sylar. That's nice, new for me, as I mentioned. It'd be nice if we can get one of those rares as well. We know we are still missing. And another copy of Broadmoor, very good for Faction Wars, and obviously Cold Heart for those who do not have one is excellent. I think that's now my 6th for Cold Heart or something, so it's kind of irrelevant at this point for me. I'm pretty sure that with having pulled 16 rares and 4 epics, we still need more points. Let's just go and have a look. We look at the Champion Chase tournament. Hasn't actually updated yet. It's a bit annoying. We'll leave the energy here for the fusion. I'm not actually going to claim these energies. This will help during the fusion that starts in a few days' time. There'll be another 350 energy. When the tournament itself ends, these unclaimed rewards will go to my inbox, and I'll have a further 6 days to claim them. So it will be easily enough time for me to pick an opportunity within the fusion to use them. So I don't want to claim them just now. See if we've got an update on our points. We still don't. I believe I'm around 2,000 points. The points have now updated, 2,200 points. I'm far enough away from the 3,000 that I feel comfortable just doing another 10 pull rather than going through the rather excruciating instance of pulling one by one. I'd say if I was around 2,500 here, I'd probably just pull one at a time. I'm too impatient for that at the moment. We'll just do another 10 pull. Imphos, another Godseeker, Godseeker's a good champion. Skinfoss disappointing. Kind of needs a buff. Maneater, fantastic for those who don't have him. That is my third. Haven't picked up any of the rares I was hoping for. We have now got enough points. In reality, we'd probably been able to finish after the Maneater and save ourselves 4 shards if we'd pulled them one at a time. But it's not the end of the world. So we have got the legendary tome there. For me, the second legendary tome would require me to pull, another probably ballpark 20 shards, and I then would be in negative territory in terms of how quickly I accumulate the void shards and how quickly I'd be using them. That's not a position I want to put myself in. For the sake of one legendary book, I don't think it's worth it. I have plenty of legendary books that I get from either Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss, champion training tournaments, Bazaar, etc. Okay, so our new will be nice to do some slightly different builds and compositions using Sylar. Hopefully be able to get some interesting content out using her in the future. Right, as I mentioned, we'd be doing a few soulstone summons. We actually have 11,000 of the tier 1 coins, so we can go to the Mystic Market, exchange all of those, get up to ourselves 27 of these mortal soul coins. We'll just do 10 pulls if we get anything. What have we got? Legendary? Not one that I own, sadly. And a 5-star Ursuline. Terrible champion. That's the first 5-star I've actually got. I mean, for me, this is a terrible set. If it had been a legendary I had and wanted, been a 5-star epic that is usable, would be good. Anyway, actually, no, I had a 5-star Jingle Hunter as well, so it's my second 5-star. Pull the next 10. Unfortunately, having hit gold on this, we're probably not going to get another gold. Haunting me, the Dilgol I don't currently have a copy of. Another Jingle Hunter. We've got 3-star Royal Guard on the wish list. That is nice. That's like the first decent number of stars I've pulled on a wish list champion. In fact, it's other than, I think, a Cold Heart, it's the first epic or higher wish list champion I've pulled at all. Every sort of wish list style champion that I've had any soulstone or soul for have all been via the marketplace. We'll just do these last individuals one at a time, and then we'll see what we've got to awaken. 2 rares. That one was at least a 3-star. Epic. Not one that we care about, and only 1 star. Not exciting. Rough Stone, 1-star rare. Not going to do anything for us there. Another rare. 2 more shards. Another wish list would be nice. Epic. Good start. Ursula, not the worst champion. I don't actually really use her anywhere. Their faction wars on my Auto 21 team. And that's about it. And marked. So, not the worst. Not the best, but not the worst. For this Royal Guard here, I've got to 2-star Awakening, and I've done that via the marketplace. I bought both the 1 and the 2-star there. Which means this Royal Guard I will get to awaken to 3-star. It's nice. The problem with Royal Guard is I really want Crushing Rend on Royal Guard, but it's only really useful once you get to 6-star. As sadly they've set it to be only the first hit for 1 and 3, first 2 hits for 5, and then every hit for 6-star. It's kind of sad that they've coded it in this way, such that it's basically an irrelevant PvE ability outside of, say, Seer, until you hit 6-star. It's pretty disappointing. But, getting 2 of them along the way The Ursula, we might as well awaken. As I said, my policy is any champion I have 6-starred. If I get a soul for them, I will awaken them. And we also picked up a Skull Crown. I might as well 2-star awaken as well. And the rest of them I will leave for the time being. That does mean that in the old Soul Merchant, this 2-star split Geomancer, I will pick up that as well. We can go back and improve our Geomancer to 2-star awakening. Now, I still haven't set any blessings, and I'm going to hold off doing that until I get home from this trip, which will only be in a week's time now. And then I can probably do like a more in-depth video walking through the champions I have awakened, and then we can select blessings that we want on each one of those and talk through my kind of mindset or thought process into how I've reached those conclusions. There we go. We've finished the champion chase. Got a few more points than we had actually intended to. Like I said, I probably could have just pulled them one at a time on that last on the last 10 pull. Impatience costs a few shards here and there. But I know 30 is fine for me to have pulled, and I was kind of hoping to pick up, like I said, either Kurzad Dilgol or a new legendary or Sylar, so I did at least get one of the champions that was on my kind of hit list. I'm pretty content there. I think generally I go into these summoning events with very low expectations, mostly just looking to get what is guaranteed. So in this instance, the legendary tome, the energy, etc. And then, I just kind of hope that we'll get something good along the way, but I try not to have any expectations that I will. That way I get less disappointed if it doesn't happen, and pleasantly surprised when it does. So I'm pretty happy with the Sylar. We'll look to build that during the champion training in the upcoming fusion. Right then, thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video. See you next time.